AI governance in a sense is like this like table here might help you kind of build up that or build up our discussion here specifically.
I've seen some of the
like,
parts. Like, I guess I probably know the parts. I just, I need the whole.
Yeah, exactly. So just for our audiences as well, like just to start over the basics somewhat. So this is like the difference between data governance and AI governance, as I mentioned, is like with data governance, you focus on the source of truth, the raw materials itself, the raw data, unclean, clean, whatever it is. And AI governance is all about the process or the quality of the output you're expecting from this data, or like any kind of operations you're doing over this data, right? It can be machine learning, it can be AI, it can be LLMs, whatever, right? The main differentiating risks here are like data governance is all about like isolating, like setting up security for breaches, like, setting up security for privacy or access control and stuff. Whereas AI governance is all about like managing hallucinations, managing quality, and most importantly here is algorithmic bias, or like model bias, what we call it in the industry. We don't want specific, like I don't want my bias to go into my system here and serve it to different kind of people, right? It's obviously not going to work.
Yeah. So I'm already doing a lot of this, I suppose, and so this is kind of putting a lot of what we do at work under sort of an umbrella phrase or umbrella term that sort of groups these things together meaningfully. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. And the main ideation here is like data governance is all about like users, like human users and service accounts, and managing the access to these raw materials. Whereas like AI governance is not about like all about like how can we set up the automation to work with this data,
right?
So yeah, the thinking approaches are totally different here. There are some overlapping approaches that we will definitely dive into, but yeah, like the thinking approach is critically different here. Yeah. And yeah, like to this point, I think I do want to bring up a specific risk here of like AI governance is like what we call is shadow AI. So this AI, shadow AI, is when like employees bring their own AI systems or AI approaches within the workflow itself, which is a critical security risk, where like people are putting proprietary data or like IP related stuff into like ChatGPT and trying to get their work done there, right? It's a huge risk, and we don't have any governance there.
The legal
have you seen that, Corey?
100%. And this is something I have to remind people of at work, just to make sure everybody knows what our AI policy is. And, thankfully we work somewhere with a written AI policy. And
exactly.
From what I understand, a lot of places don't have written AI policies. And, there have been very highly publicized instances of information being shared into ChatGPT specifically, and then that same information showing up in the model later because, if you didn't read the fine print and check your settings and uncheck the use my data to train your model,
exactly,
potentially you are exfiltrating your company's data into another company's system, and you could get sued for that. Like that's something that you need to be really, really, really mindful of. And that's kind of why I remind people, because I'm like, you don't want to get on the legal team's bad side.
Exactly.
I know you mean well, and I know you're going to be very, very careful, but my goodness, they get really worried when our data just goes out into another system out there in the wild.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the biggest thing of like bringing your own AI is the security part of it. Like these AI systems are very generalized. They don't have the guardrails you would expect from an enterprise system, right? Like parsing PI information or masking a lot of unnecessary details or metrics that you would not like to get out, not like to be public, right? So yeah, that
Yeah.
employees should definitely use or exclusively use systems which are authorized within their organizations, and